So this is a time to take inventory, to take a look at what's working, what's not working. This is a week to take a look at how you want to move forward. Again, what do you want the year to look like? What do you want the next step to look like? Hello, Leo. This is Don from Sonora and Mystic Tarot, and this is your weekly reading, financial and investment advice from Spirit and Tarot. Let's see what this universe has for you. Top card out is your energy, and your energy is an Eight of Wands upside down. Crazy energy. I cannot recall the last time I saw an Eight of Wands as your energy or anyone's energy. It's interesting. I love the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the overall energy of your environment this week, and it is a Sun card. Great card to have, and I'm loving it with this energy. I'll explain in a minute why that resonates with me. Next card out is the Path card. That's the Hermit. The next card beyond that one, the Queen of Cups, and then the final card out in that string is the wonderful Knight of Cups. I tell you, I'm fascinated. It's been so long since an Eight of Wands has been the energy. And more importantly, this one's upside down, which tells me even more, which again, you're going to like. First and foremost, the Sun card, lots of positive energy this week. This week is all about positive energy. It's about growth. It's about learning. It's about understanding. It's about enlightenment. It's about, again, carrying a lighter load and being happy. This is a week of happiness for your investments, your finances, because I think that from what I'm seeing here, there is a lull in the storm. Okay. There's not going to be craziness. This is the upside down. Again, as I told you, the reverse 8. So there's not a lot of craziness going on around you this week. This week is where you have put a lot of things to bed, shall we say. You've taken care of a lot of things. So this week, you're not going to have a lot of things thrown at you. You're not going to have to deal with a lot of issues. The market is going to just be kind of boring, very steady, very oh gosh, I don't know, very mindful. Again, it's like it's catching up. The market's catching up with what it's finally. I mean, because it was so overwhelmed, and so again were you. You were conflicted too with all this. So this is a week of just kind of catching your breath, taking the time and saying, you know what, finally I can rest a little bit. And this is a good week to look back on your investments, look back on where your money is, look back on where where your business is. If you have a business, this is a time to look at the business and say, okay, how are we performing? And if anything, consider it, prepping for the second half of the year, because again, you just came through the first quarter, you're in the second quarter, you're about halfway through, I guess. And so you need to position yourself for summer. You need to position yourself for fall. And so look and say, okay, where am I? This is a good time, because again, this is the business is just, it's like, it's not being overwhelmed at this point. So this is a time to take inventory, to take a look at what's working, what's not working. This is a week to take a look at how you want to move forward. Again, what do you want the year to look like? What do you want the next step to look like? This is not just inventory of where I am, but this is, okay, what do I want the next step to be? What do I want the next step to look like? Where do I want to be? Because you're going to get there. You're going to go there. This is the Knight of Cups. So you're going to move forward with this. So this is an analysis of where you're wanting to be, where you're needing to be, where you're thinking about putting your resources, your time, your effort, your assets. Okay. The Queen of Cups is here. So she's saying, hey, what's going to make you happy? Look internally. What's going to make you happy? What is it? Is it a certain number? Okay. Are you looking at creating, and this is goal orientation, in my opinion, too, with this. So again, set a goal and say, you know what? Be patient, be a realistic goal, but go big, and don't skimp. Okay. And say, okay, if say you're an entrepreneur, I want to see 1 million in my business growth by the end of the year, not the financial year, maybe the end of the year. Okay. Or say I want to make sure I expand to the point where I can bring on one or two more people. Okay, I want to, if I'm investing, I'm looking for the next big Microsoft, the next big Apple, the next big Nvidia. I'm looking for the next thing to pop. If you're looking at, okay, I've learned enough about the stock market. Now I need to delve into a little more, because you know what, I'm not, I feel limited that I can't. I only have, the market confines me a little bit, and I so do I now go from long-term investing to day trading? Is that something I need to be looking at? This is the time to do this, looking at what is going to serve you. So do I need to look at day trading? There's a lot of information about that. Do I need to move into swing trading, maybe? Or, okay, I know enough about the stock market. Do I look at commodities? Do I look at futures? Do I look at options? Am I looking at option contracts versus regular buy and hold? Should I look at the forex exchange? Should I look at learning how to use the forex exchange in in currency markets and play the currency? Look for those swings, and jump on those swings again in a day trader kind of fashion. There's many questions here. Again, if I'm having a business, do I keep with my core principle of the business, or do I bring in a few little additional things that can help me grow my business? What is that next step? Where do I see my business in December? Am I still staying solely with this? If you have an AC business, okay, say you have a heat and AC business. All right, so heat and AC is wonderful, and you're going to work year round because you're doing the heat side and the AC side. But maybe if you want to grow, should you look at maybe doing electrical? Remember, a lot of people who do heat and AC have to deal with electrical, because the electrical connects the devices, the compressors and the fans upstairs in the attic and those kind of things. And so, so maybe you bring electric into your business. And so you bring in that component. Say you're a baker and you bake cakes. Well, can you bake something else? Can you bring something else in that contributes to and builds upon the baking? Maybe bringing fresh pastries, a little twist. And if you're, again, there's many things. I'm just throwing things out there to give you an idea. There's so much potential, because it's the limitation is you. The sun's saying it's the limitation is you, and you have the time this week. So again, ask the universe, listen to your spirit guide, say, hey, what else can help me to grow and to move beyond where I am? And shoot big. Don't shoot small. Shoot big. All right. Look at this. I love this. This is the Eight of Cups. This is that journey. So again, know that this is going to be a process. Know this will take some time, and know that you've got this. You've got this. The Two of Cups. I love this. This is what aligns with you. We talked about the Hermit. The Two of Cups is that card that says, hey, what is aligning with me? What makes me really, what do I feel? What inspires me? Where do I really want to be? What do I want my name to be? What do I want to be attached to? Find out what that is doing for you. And the Ten of Wands is wonderful, because the Ten of Wands is like, you know what? Again, this will take some work, but you got this. And more importantly, this is bringing closure to that chaotic and hectic and craziness and all the doubt and all this stuff. This is the closure of that, and moving into a happier time, because again, you're getting into alignment. I'm loving this. And then ultimately, I told you about listening to what Spirit said. Look at this. This is the bird talking. This is Spirit talking to you. Again, the universe is sending you a message, a very strong message, that this week is a week in which, if you put the right energy in, you will set yourself up for an amazing conditioning of the year. I'm talking with investments. I'm talking with strategies. I'm talking with businesses. If you talk about starting your own business, I'm talking about businesses if you own a business. I'm talking about growth and expansion in your own career, and maybe even staying with your company, but promoting. And how do you position yourself to make sure you're up for a promotion? How do you position yourself for a raise and bonus? How do you position yourself to take on that next project and maybe get you to the next position? Again, all of this is what this is about this week. So this is a week of reflection, of preparation, and of excitement for the growth that lies ahead. And I'm telling you again, don't look small. Go big. Go big. Your first card out on this side is a major arcana. This is a major arcana. Two major arcanas in the first part is saying, again, go big, and we will deliver. All right? Thank you so much for popping in. Love, light, and blessings from me and my family here at Sonoran Mystic Tarot to you and to yours. Please share my channel out, like, share, subscribe, and follow. But help me grow my channel because I'm the only dude doing the financial tarot stuff online, and people need to hear this, especially in this moment. And somebody else does need to hear it. So share it with them. I would truly appreciate it. Until next week, hit me a message. Let me hit me up and give me a message. I guess there's a better way to put it. Just let me know how this resonates with you, or if it doesn't resonate with you, or if you just need some specific advice. I'm always available at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, advice at sonoranmystictarot.com. All right, or my website, sonoranmystictarot.com. Have a great one. We'll talk next week. Bye bye.